Higgins for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good. Big block by Olsen.
Fryer in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good Friday evening here on the airwaves of KKIN, The Gobbler, AM 930, FM Translator 103.1. For those also tuning in online to yourliveevent.com and also with the audio stream here at rjbroadcasting.com. We're off to a little bit of a later start with our broadcast here tonight. Multiple reasons for that. For one being Parents' Night and also Senior Night as the Aitkin Gobbler girls basketball team taking on the Staples-Motley Cardinals tonight here in Mid-State Conference basketball action here on the Gobbler as well as yourliveevent.com. Paul Vold joined alongside with Jeremy Jansen here this evening with our broadcast here tonight on Homegrown Local Radio as the Gobblers getting ready for this broadcast here tonight, and also for those tuning into the video stream, treated to a nice little display here tonight. A lot of fans in attendance with the cell phones out of their pockets. Turn the lights off here at Aitkin High School to watch these players come out onto the court under the darkness and the surround light here this evening. Again, Paul Vold joined alongside with Jeremy Jansen here tonight. Now the Gobblers getting ready to head out onto the court here this evening. But Jeremy tonight ready for this game with the Gobblers and the Cardinals getting ready for a warm-up here this evening.
Yeah, last game, regular season game, and you know, a lot of things going on with Parents' Night and Senior Night, but I think the girls are ready to go. You know, they took one on the chin last night, but today's a new day, and you can't win a game thinking about last night's game. So.
Yeah. And that being also the likes of an 89-18 loss down at Pequot Lakes as well for the Gobblers. Now 13 consecutive losses for Aitkin, but again, this is the final game of the regular season at home for Aitkin. 6-18 on the season, while the Staples-Motley Cardinals 5-20 on the season, but they're a team that is severely injured in a lot of different areas for them. A lot of their supporting players and cast this season marred by injury. A kind of similar situation, but with Aitkin, but for the Cardinals, season-ending injuries for them. So this one's certainly on paper looking to be a much quality more matchup for the Gobblers tonight.
Yeah, I think it's one they can get, and if they come in with the right mental makeup and you know, get a quick start. That's important for the Gobblers. You know, if they can get off to a quick start and, you know, get in rhythm, they got a shot to take this one. I think they're going to get one here tonight.
Yeah, it certainly will be with the Cardinals and the Gobblers in action as well. Staples-Motley losing 4 of their last 5 games, falling last night as well, 89-43, just over the way in Crosby as the Cardinals fell in that contest as well. But last time these two teams faced against each other, it was a 20-point victory for the Cardinals, 74-54 back on February 3rd. Gobblers trailed by 11 at halftime, but then second half, Cardinals were just able to sneak away in that one too, but did see a little bit more presence down low in the post for the Gobblers as well, with the likes of Emma Skye pouring in 18 points in that game.
I think that was Emma's first game back. But in that game, we're missing Ray. She had a banged up knee and practiced her the day before and didn't play. So you get one big that plays great, and it'd have been nice to have both of them that night, because I think they could have done good things. So we'll see tonight with both of them in the lineup, an opportunity to maybe exploit the Cardinals down low.
Senior night tonight here on the likes of KKIN and yourliveevent.com. Sophie Snyder, Ray Nyberg, and Jilly Klein, the 3 seniors for the Aitkin Gobblers, while also Addison Lorber for the Cardinals, the other senior for Staples-Motley. We're going to take a break. We've got our coaches' interviews coming up here tonight with the Aitkin Gobblers taking on the Staples-Motley Cardinals girls high school basketball. We'll have our full conversation, Coach Bruce Foreman, coming up here tonight on yourliveevent.com, as well as the Gobbler.
At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we inspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage of the Aitkin Gobblers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise to get in contact. That's yourliveevent.com.
Aitkin Health Services is hiring additional nurses and CNAs. All new hires will receive a $4.75 per hour wage in addition to and above regular pay scale. Contact Aitkin Health Services to inquire on these positions or visit sfhs.hcshiring.com. St. Francis Health Services and Affiliates is an equal opportunity employer.
It's been a family tradition since 1938, purchasing a new Ford or pre-owned vehicle at Aitkin Motors. Another tradition that Aitkin Motors is proud of is supporting extracurricular activities for area students. Need an oil change or vehicle repair? Schedule an appointment with the Aitkin Motors Service Department. Tires? Check out the low price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors, family owned and operated, serving the area for over 84 years. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
Welcome back to the pregame show here tonight on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM translator 103.1. For those also tuning in to the video stream, yourliveevent.com. Paul Vold now joined alongside with head coach for the Staples-Motley's Cardinals girls basketball team, that being Bruce Foreman, joining us here on the pregame show. Coach, thanks so much for taking time to speak with us before tonight's game.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely, Coach. We certainly do. Like I mentioned, appreciate the time. Your team coming now into the second of a back-to-back. Last night on the road fell to the likes of the you should say the Staples-Motley Cardinals, fell to the Crosby Ironton Rangers 89-43 last night as well. Looking back at that game, unfortunately, it looks like the shooting wasn't just fully there. Looking at the contest overall, what did you take away from that loss against the Rangers?
Well, we struggle at times playing against teams that have dominant players, and Crosby's got a couple of them, one more than the other, and we have a hard time playing defense. But, we broke their press very well, and we rebounded well, which was encouraging for us. Unfortunately, they hit everything they threw up there last night. So, on the defensive side rebounds, we were not getting as many as we'd like because they make them, but offensively we did pretty well.
Coach, also throwing in the fact, too, as the season has come along for your team, unfortunately, season-ending injuries have been a big part, unfortunately, for some of your players, too. As that has happened for your team, that's forced players to have to step up as the year has come along. Have there been some significant improvements from some of these players that have had to have been forced into some starting roles for your team?
Yes, we have. I mean, we've got sharing some duty now with a couple of our JV players who become actually pretty good varsity players. Mandy Carter and Cammie Anderson have stepped up and have done a great job, along with some freshman players who, unfortunately are being moved around a little bit more and put spots where they're not used to, but they're doing well for us.
And that is good to hear, especially with the youth movement coming up here for your team. But talking a little bit about this matchup you have with the Gobblers tonight, last time around, just in the same calendar month, back on February 3rd, your team was able to get a 20-point win, 74-54, down at your place. What do you remember from that game and that worked so well for the Cardinals?
Well, offensively we started playing better. Before then we had a hard time even scoring 30 points. And since that game, we've actually been averaging around 50 points with a couple hiccups here and there. But that's, kind of a motivator for us that we actually start seeing some progress there. And even at that time, we had a lot of new players jumping into our lineup. So
Now looking at this matchup tonight, of course, you face the Gobblers once again. They're on a bit of a run for them to where they are still trying to get a full lineup put together with their injury situation and players shuffling in and out of the lineup. What's going to take care for your team to come out with good success and hopefully get off to a good start once again against the Gobblers?
We're going to have to play with some confidence. That's one thing, when you have new players coming in there into a lineup, sometimes the chemistry isn't there, so to speak. But, and after a snow week, it's hard to get your practice time in. But I think we're going to be ready. We like to hustle. Our biggest thing is we need to play some defense, and that's I think the key of this game.
Well, Coach, we certainly do wish you the best of luck here, and, of course, on the regular season wrapping up, too, and best of luck the rest of the way, too.
Thank you very much.
Head coach for the Staples-Motley's Cardinals, that being Bruce Foreman, joins us here on the pregame show as the Cardinals taking on your Aitkin Gobblers tonight. We'll step aside for a break. We'll catch up with head coach for your Gobblers, Coach Mike Ream, joining us here on the pregame show as the Gobblers taking on the Cardinals tonight. Girls high school basketball on the Gobbler and yourliveevent.com.
At Brandel Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, their team works together to provide you with the ultimate Buick, GMC, and Chevrolet shopping experience. Browse the lot at brandelgm.com. They're there to exceed your expectations, deliver the best service possible, and make car shopping fun again. Browse the lot at brandelgm.com. When looking for your next new or used vehicle, shop Brandel Chevrolet Buick GMC in Aitkin. Our reputation rides with you. brandelgm.com.
At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we inspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage of the Aitkin Gobblers, thank the sponsoring businesses UC Advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise to get in contact. That's yourliveevent.com.
Aitkin Health Services is hiring additional nurses and CNAs. All new hires will receive a $4.75 per hour wage in addition to and above regular pay scale. Contact Aitkin Health Services to inquire on these positions or visit sfhs.hcshiring.com. St. Francis Health Services and Affiliates is an equal opportunity employer.
It's been a family tradition since 1938, purchasing a new Ford or pre-owned vehicle at Aitkin Motors. Another tradition that Aitkin Motors is proud of is supporting extracurricular activities for area students. Need an oil change or vehicle repair? Schedule an appointment with the Aitkin Motors Service Department. Tires? Check out the low-price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors, family-owned and operated, serving the area for over 84 years. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Welcome back to the pregame show tonight here on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1, and also available with the video stream at yourliveevent.com as we get time now to catch up with head coach for your Aitkin Gobbler girls basketball team, Coach Mike Ream, as the Gobblers take on Staples-Motley tonight. Coach, thanks so much for taking time to speak with us as always.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Absolutely, Coach. And, unfortunately, we won't touch on too much of this one as well. The loss last night, 89-19, just down the road over in Pequot Lakes. And with everything that went on in that game, what do you take away from a contest with it being as one-sided as it was from the opening tap?
Just revealing where we are as a program. And, to lose like that is, to me, it's real kind of devastating, but it just helps me realize, how we really have a lot of work to do to catch up and build the program.
Coach, obviously, too, I know as the later portion of the season has gone along for your team, too, injuries kind of in and out with the lineup, some girls coming in. As soon as one comes back, seems like another one has come down as well. How was this game the other night, the last couple games, too? Were you able to get a few more players back, or were they, still kind of jostling some players in and out of the lineup a little bit?
Well, Jilly Klein was out a couple games ago with ankle. She played the first half last night, but it wasn't full go. So I held it out second half. Had a couple sprained ankles during the game, Sarah Thompson and Emma Sky, but I think Sky's going to be okay tonight. We're not sure on Sarah. And then we had one ineligible for academic reasons to another person, so confidential. But, I mean, so we still didn't get our 10 and top 10, and we won't this season, any games where we have our top 10. Not that it would have made that much difference. I mean, the skill levels are so different. We shot so poorly and passed so poorly that, that's how you lose by 70 points, So, it's not an excuse. The injuries aren't an excuse. It's just, we just got a lot of work to do, a lot of work.
Coach, and I know at this point, too, of the season, just a couple of regular season games left for your team, too, that I'm sure that even going into practice each opportunity that you are with trying to keep the girls motivated as the season's kind of come along, what have been some of those things in practice that have, just tried to keep the girls to, keep working and keep at it with, just continuing to go out on the floor each and every time and just continue to play?
Yeah, so the main thing there is improve, most of the games that we played where we lost by big scores, when the second time around with some of these teams, we did better, and tried to emphasize that, the things that we have been doing better. Up until last night, we really had improved on our free throws, which is great. Work on shooting every day in practice and try to help them be motivated to improve their shooting with game shots and post moves inside and trying to learn small things in the game that will help them. So, I mean, it's every practice is an opportunity to teach and to talk about the big picture and how to grow in the game and actually have a higher basketball IQ, because a lot of these girls don't watch a lot of basketball. They don't see how great some of these players are and what it takes, to be that great.
Coach, looking at this matchup you have against Staples-Motley tonight, last time around they beat you by 20 down at their place, but you're able to get some good scoring in as well. Emma Sky had 18, Ella had 17 as well in that game. Looking back at that game, what do you take away from that contest to hopefully be a difference this time around for a little bit more positivity from the Gobblers?
Well, Staples is, I think we were their fourth win of the year, so they haven't won a lot of games. They lost last night as well, and had 89 scored on them as well. One of the things that hurt us there is Kanozawa got hot from three in the first half. She hasn't scored, as 18 points in very many games. And we were playing zone. Another girl, Rutten, she released a lot, got some layups. We need to be aware of her always, and we're going to play more man. We're going to, try to overplay them and try to keep the ball out of their hand and see if these other kids can beat us. We don't know. So we're going to be more, I think, effective defensively against them and keep the easy baskets and open shots to a minimum. And you're right, they're shorter than we are inside. Emma has an advantage, and she took advantage of it last time. We need to get 25 points from our two post players, positions tonight. So, and hopefully, get some layups we can run on them. Obviously, somebody scored 89 points on them last night. They're making some layups. I mean, they're a beatable team. If we can, we have to play harder. We have to be tougher to be able to, be in there at the end of the game and beat them. But we can, So basically, it's just a matter of how hard we play and how much we want it,
Well, Coach, hopefully the girls do want it tonight, and we certainly do wish you the best of luck tonight against Staples-Motley. Look forward to talking to you after the game as well.
All right, thanks. Have a good day.
Head coach for the Aitkin Gobblers, Mike Green, joins us here on the pregame show as the Gobblers take on Staples-Motley tonight. Girls high school basketball, mid-state conference action as well here on the Gobbler. We'll step aside for a break. We'll get you much more of the pregame show and also opening of we'll work on that here in just a second. We'll get the starting lineups and the opening tap coming up as the Gobblers taking on Staples-Motley tonight here on the Gobbler and yourliveevent.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
At Brandel Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, their team works together to provide you with the ultimate Buick, GMC, and Chevrolet shopping experience. Browse the lot at brandelgm.com. They're there to exceed your expectations, deliver the best service possible, and make car shopping fun again. Browse the lot at brandelgm.com. When looking for your next new or used vehicle, shop Brandel Chevrolet, Buick, GMC in Aitkin. Our reputation rides with you. brandelgm.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
This is Jim Berkemeyer, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butchert Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. Hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kix, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
When you need heating, cooling, refrigeration, or plumbing work, call McGuire Mechanical. They provide quality and timely service for repairs and new construction with residential homes and commercial businesses. When you need the service of heating, cooling, refrigeration, or plumbing, call McGuire Mechanical, 218-927-5400. Serving the Aitkin, Crow Wing counties, and surrounding areas since 2004. Rely on McGuire Mechanical. Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Welcome back to Aitkin High School tonight here on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM translator 103.1. And for those also tuning in online to the video stream at yourliveevent.com. Paul Vold joined alongside Jeremy Jansen tonight from Aitkin High School as we get an update here with our starting lineups here tonight. Getting a look here, starting off with our starting lineups for the visiting Staples-Motley Cardinals under the direction of head coach Bruce Foreman. Number 1 is a 5'4" junior forward in number 1. That is Mandy Carter. Number 2 is a 5'6" junior guard in Afton Robinson. Number 5 is a 5'8" senior forward in Addison Lorber. Number 11 is a 5'5" junior forward in Ashley Robin. And also number 23 is a 5'5" sophomore guard in Lauren Rutten. Now for your Aitkin Gobblers tonight, starting lineup will go like this for head coach Mike Ream. And it'll be number 1, a 5' senior guard in Jilly Klein. A 5'3" freshman guard at number 3 in Abby Palm. Number 15 is a 5'8" senior forward in Ray Nyberg. Number 23 is a 5'10" sophomore forward in Emma Sky. And number 24 is a 5'5" junior guard in Ella Jansen. Head coach for your Gobblers is Mike Ream, assisted by Jason Long, and manager is Taryn Olson. Gobblers in the home black uniforms, Aitkin across the chest with solid red numbers with white trim around the numbers as well. Staples-Motley Cardinals in the road white uniforms. Bit of a dark cardinal red with black around the numbers and letters for them this evening. Parents' night, senior night here on Homegrown Local Radio, just a quarter before 8 tonight as we'll get started here with the opening tap. At least it's Friday.
Friday, yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. If it was a Tuesday, I'd be concerned.
And you can sleep in a little bit. You don't have to be back here till about noon tomorrow, right?
Yeah, probably right or so.
Yeah.
Sick kid at home, so probably won't be getting much sleep to begin with, so it happens, though. Rite of passage, I guess.
Gobbler boys down early, 7-0.
All right. They're just down the road in Staples as well. A little home-and-home action between the Cardinals and the Gobblers here this evening. Aitkin will be working left to right on your radio dials and also on your computer screens and mobile devices here on Homegrown Local Radio and yourliveevent.com. Cardinals and Gobblers here this evening. It will be Addison Lorber and Ray Nyberg. A pair of seniors about to take the opening tap here from Aitkin High School's gymnasium. Opening tap won and controlled by the Gobblers as Ella Jansen will bring it up to the front court for the Gobblers. Back up to Abby Palm across to the top of the circle now. Works it right side. Jansen going to fire up a 3. Rattles in a 3 ball to open up the ball game. Gobblers up 3-0. Now we'll see the Cardinals bring it across half court. Skip pass to Lorber just outside the paint. Up with the right hand. Scoops it right in. Nice little layup there, or at least a shot thrown up there by Addison Lorber. 3-2 Gobblers in front here. Back-to-back possessions, we get points to Ella Jansen nearing the right corner. A little bit of space. Down low to Ray Nyberg off the window. Finishes the shot strong. 5-2 Gobblers in front. 3 for 3 baskets on each end of the court. To open up the contest, Gobblers defending to the right side now for number 11, Ashley Robin. Robin works her way back to the top of the key. Works a pass, tries to find somewhere to go with it. Emma Sky pokes it away. She'll take it herself across the midcourt stripe, loses the handle, but regains double team against her out to Jilly Klein. Klein with a hesitation, back up top now, left side, nearing to Ella Jansen after a pass, skips it over to Abby Palm. Palm will survey the defense, looking for a penetrating pass, but nowhere to go. Over to Jilly Klein. Left corner, Jansen. Right-handed shot for 3. Long of the mark, but rebounded down to Ray Nyberg. Gets the push to the inside. Now back out to Klein. Feed pass right inside to Ray. Up off the glass for Ray Nyberg. Gobblers up by 5 early goings. A minute and a half to open up the game. 7-2 in front. Lee Afton Robinson from the right elbow extended as she is fouled actually on her way to the basket, they are going to say.
It's kind of out of control. Coach Ream didn't like that call. Thought she was planted there, but.
And they are going to get the continuation. Wow. So 2 free throws. Ray Nyberg will get the first foul of the night for either squad. As first free throw is going to be no good from Afton Robinson. So 0 for 1 at the line for Robinson. Second one on the way is good. Splits the difference 7-3. Gobblers ahead. 16:20 to go in this first half. First foul of the night belonging to Ray Nyberg and the Aitkin Gobblers. But Abby Palm, right side, looks for a pass into the right corner for Ella Jansen off the mark, but a rebound down to Emma Sky. She is fouled and heads her way to the basket.
You know, it's nice to have both those bigs in there. We've been working both sides of the basket. Good weak side rebound by Emma there and draws a foul.
Emma Sky did have 18 points the last time that these two teams faced off against each other. First free throw from Emma is good. First free throw. 8-3 now the score. Ella Jansen also did have 17 in that loss back against the Cardinals back on February 3rd, but 2 for 2 at the line for the Gobblers, Emma Sky. 2 minutes into the ball game, Gobblers up by 2 possessions. Stretch pass out to Afton Robinson. At the top of the circle now, working left side, being defended by Jill Klein. Stolen away by Abby Palm. Palm will take it down the length of the floor before being stripped away at the free throw line. Gets it right back to Jill Klein in the right corner. On high pass to Ella Jansen, left with some space. Fires a 3, high off the backboard, kicks out. As we get a stoppage here, a quick timeout, a Riverwood Healthcare Center timeout for the likes of the Staples-Motley Cardinals. We'll just keep it right here since it's just a quick 30-second timeout. Timeout brought to you by Riverwood Healthcare Center on the Brandel Motors of Aitkin and Aitkin Health Services scoreboards. Whether you're tuning into the Gobbler or yourliveevent.com. How's that boys game score looking, Jeremy?
12-7 Staples right now. 12 minutes to go in the first half.
I believe might also be senior night down there or something. A little bit of a later start down there as well. So
actually, they played the C Squad JV varsity consecutively. So
I did see that. So yeah, that's fun. That's fun to deal with, especially with a little bit of drive in store. But lo and behold, same for both teams. Adversity, that is. Inbound almost thrown away by the Gobblers and Ella Jansen, but it'll stay with the Cardinals of Staples-Motley as Afton Robinson will trigger the inbound to the right of the basket. Looks for that inbound. It's going to be kept alive into the hands of Addison Lorber. Lorber to the front court. Works right side into the corner now. Inside the perimeter. She'll skip it back out to Afton Robinson. Floater in the paint. It's going to roll off the back of the rim. Now back out, and she gets her own rebound, does Robinson. To Lorber straight on 3. Good. Hits the 3. Cuts it down to a 1-possession lead for the Gobblers at 9-6. Bring it across half court now for the Gobblers. Abby Palm works it back to Ella Jansen. Skip pass just outside the paint. Jilly Klein comes out with the loose ball. Dribbles it to the left wing now to Emma Sky. Going to be loose down, and they're going to call a travel against Emma Sky. And the first turnover of the night for the Gobblers. 15:02 to go in the first half. Robinson into Lauren Rutten, right back to Robinson. Looking for the stretch home run ball pass into the front court. Somehow kept right alive by Lauren Rutten. Afton Robinson, the left wing, stops, pops a shot just outside. Might have been blocked halfway up, but loose ball now collected, swinging it back into play. Lorber for a 3. Gets the rebound as Mandy Carter. Carter blocked by Emma Sky. Back out now to Rutten. Throws up a shot with the right hand as number 11 and Ashley Robin.
2 blocks in that possession for Emma Sky. Second block there, nice job.
First one, didn't really have to do much, just got an arm up there and played right into the wingspan of Emma Sky. As inbound, right back out to the Cardinals in the paint. Abby Palm strips it clean. Palm will take it herself across the midcourt stripe over to Ella Jansen out on the left wing. Cross-court pass to the free throw line looking for Ray Nyberg. Gets it over to Jilly Klein. Klein nearing the corner, back to Ray, forcing her way inside, throws up an awkward shot, can't get it to go, but Emma Sky comes down with it. Still fighting the lane, and we get a jump ball on the tie-up, and the Gobblers will lose it on the possession arrow.
A lot of hands reaching in there.
Definitely a lot of hands movement in there as Sky tried to create something there offensively for the Gobblers, who still lead at 9-6. Back out, throwing up a shot, number 11, Ashley Robin. Hers no good, but the Gobblers will get it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Exactly 14 minutes to go here in the first half. Gobblers up 9-6.
Jilly Klein in there on that play. Did a nice job, undersized, and created that ball possession to the Gobblers.
Now Klein with it on the left side of the court, down in the left corner for a three for Jansen. No good. Long rebound. It's going to be loose out on the floor before collected by number 11, Ashley Robin. She'll give it up to Afton Robinson. She'll bring it up to the front court, Will Robinson. Back to Robin, left side now for Lorber. Lorber tried to find a stretch pass down low for, I believe that was Afton Robinson, but it goes out of play. We'll see Gobblers substitutions in. Eiley Cullum and Camille Paranto in for the first time tonight for the Gobblers. Spelling Sky and Jilly Klein. Abby Palm to the front court for the Gobblers. Out on the right wing, skip pass down the right corner. Ella going to fire a three off the side of the iron, no good. Abby Palm with a rebound, throws up a shot. Ray Nyberg with a putback shot after the rebound. Now it's going to be Ella Jansen's turn for a rebound. Loose ball out on the floor. Jumper inside the arc for Jansen, no good. Paranto gets a rebound. That's like 4 offensive rebounds. Jansen for 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. And rebounded down now to Lauren Rutten to the front court. Looks to go coast to coast. Dishes it back out. 3 from Mandy Carter, no good. Rebound down to Ray Nyberg. Ray, full head of steam across half court. Right elbow extended. Throws up a shot. Basket will not go. We get a blocking foul against the Cardinals. Gobblers came up empty-handed on that offensive possession, but at least 4 offensive rebounds. As we'll see, Mandy Carter called for her first foul and second for the Cardinals. The other foul assist to Addison Lorber. First free throw from Ray is good. Olivia Lorber into the ball game. She comes in for Afton Robinson. 10-6 the score. Second free throw from Ray is good. 11-6. Another sub in. Emma Sky is in, and that'll take out Ray. 12:49 to go. Ray Nyberg 6 points already in the ball game. She'll come out for a little bit of a reprieve, as it will be Lauren Rutten to bring it across half court for the Cardinals. Works it right side on the pass to number 20, Livy Lorber, I should say. Back out. Jumper on the way, on at the side of the rim, no good. Trying to fight for a rebound, stepping out of bounds with it was Lorber. Or excuse me, I am correct in Lorber. Addison Lorber, not Livio Lorber. But a turnover nonetheless for the Cardinals. Across half court now for the Gobblers offensively. Eiley Cullum out on the left wing with it. Looks try to get a pass into Camille Paranto at the free throw circle, but nothing really going there for the proper angle. High pass from Cullum. Ball loose out on the floor. Try to find Emma Sky in the paint, but just a little bit miscommunication on the timing as well. Right side, Robin gonna fire a deep 2. Her shot no good. Out of position for a rebound and still can't get it to go. Livy Lorber with 2 offensive boards. Ball loose out on the floor, and it looks like jump ball on the tie-up. Possession arrow goes to the Gobblers as they will get the basketball. Up now 11-6 with 11:54 to play.
Kind of looked like a rugby scrum there for a little bit.
Massive humanity down on the floor. Luckily, everybody back up relatively quickly. Eiley Cullum out on the right wing for the Gobblers on the offensive end of the floor. Looks for a pass for Camille Paranto, calls for it back out. Abby Palm for a 3 off the bank and no good. Loose rebound picked up by 23 and Lauren Rutten. She'll take her time coming across half court now. Left side, penetrating, throws up a wild shot, does Mandy Carter no good. Camille Paranto initially had it in a foul called as Paranto hits the deck. As the Gobblers will get the basketball. The way our contest started off so far, already got a halftime score over on Real Country 94.3. Mille Lacs boys basketball on top of Hill City. 32-29 at half.
Good game over there.
Yeah, good game as well. That one, I believe, in Hill City tonight. No, that's down in Onamia tonight, that contest. Not a bad little gymnasium. Emma Sky with a right-handed hook shot. And gets it in for the Gobblers. Ends their scoreless drought in the last handful of minutes with 11 minutes to play, 13-6. Throwing up another opportunity offensively, Addison Lorber is going to be fouled on. And I believe she will get the continuation and will get 2 free throws in the process. Eiley Cullum will be assessed her first. Team's second of the first half as well. First free throw from Addison Lorber, good. We will see a couple substitutions in. 2 for the Gobblers. Looks like we'll see Jilly Klein, Ray Nyberg back in. And also seeing for the first time tonight, I believe Cammie Anderson checked in, number 25. Second free throw from Addison Lorber is good. The lone senior for the Cardinals, who was honored in the pregame festivities. Gobblers and Gobbler seniors, along with the lone Cardinal senior, were honored before tonight's game. Cross-court pass trying to find Ray Nyberg out on the perimeter. Stolen away as Addison Lorber hits the ground, and a foul called as well in the process. Lorber impeded upon, and Gobblers will be assessed a foul. This one goes to Ella Jansen. Third foul for the Gobblers, even at 3 fouls apiece here in the first half for both teams. 13-8 remains the score. 10.5 to go in the first half. Pass back out. Now right to the likes of Addison Lorber, straight on three-pointer down low as it does not go in. Jump ball in the tie-up, and the Cardinals will get the basketball on the possession arrow. There's a fight down low with Livy Lorber, and I believe also seeing Muskai down there in the process. Right off the inbound basket will not count, but 2 free throws coming up as Sky down low there assessed a foul. First one tonight for Emma. And we'll also get 2 free throws for number 11, Ashley Robin. I believe Robin's first attempt at the line. Makes to the front end of 2. 13-9. Gobblers ahead.
Staples' third time to the line tonight.
Second free throw from Robin, no good. Tipped out of the air by Sky, and last touch by Emma, and that will go right back to the Cardinals. JV game certainly was a treat. Unfortunately, Gobbler JV fell 37-26 to open up our game tonight, or open up the festivities here from Aitkin.
Great game, though. It was.
It was.
2 points, 3 points with under 2 to play, and
was able to get a last couple of minute shots for the Cardinals, the JV that is. Gobblers get the ball back after a tie-up with the jump ball, and we will get Abby Paul bringing it up offensively for Aitkin. Works it right side now, down in the corner. Skip pass over to Ella Jansen. Feed down low for Ray Nyberg. Shot awkwardly off the bottom of the backboard, and we will get a call against the Gobblers. I think Ray will be assessed another foul.
Her second.
Yes. Substitution checking in. Camille Peranto checking in for Ray Nyberg. With 10:02 to go here, 13-9, Gobblers still ahead. As we'll see Cammie Anderson bring it up to the front court for Afton Robinson as she checked back in. Addison Lorber for a 3. Hits off the side of the rim and bounces around a little bit before landing in the hands of 21 Livy Lorber, but her shot missed, and the Gobblers come out with it as almost taken away from Ella Jansen. 9:45 to go in the first half. Gobblers up 13-9 on the Brando Motors of Aitkin and Aitkin Health Services scoreboards. Jansen for a 3 off the bottom of the rim and kicks right back out. Get a foul called down on the rebound as fouls starting to pile up on the Aitkin side. 6-3 now in the fouls. Jilly Klein with her first. Also halftime score on YourLiveEvent.com. Looks like Pine River Bacchus basketball is on top of Red Lake. That scored 34-22 at the half. Bit of a late pickup with some of our broadcasts. The weather the last couple of weeks shifting around our schedule a lot. And, well, at this point, we're just kind of making it up as we go.
Yeah, I suppose it's been hectic for you guys trying to with all these reschedules.
All I know is I just need to know where I'm going to be. All I know is I don't have games Wednesday or Sundays right now. We'll see what happens here in the future. As the three-point attempt from the Gobblers kicks out and unable to keep it offensively, Gobblers turn it back over once again. 13-9 to still ahead. Afton Robinson, left corner for Addison Lorber. Lorber draws a double team. Fed right inside on a pass. Upward shot, not good. Put back on the follow-through from Libby Lorber. Can't come down with it after the initial shot from Lauren Rutten, no good, as the Gobblers will get the ball right back. Gobblers getting the benefit, even with the turnovers, as the Cardinals on the other end not converting on these offensive chances.
Yeah, they've had a few looks underneath the hoop, too, and just been able to.
Emma Sky looking for a bullet pass to Camille Peranto from the right elbow. Turnover by the Gobblers, as we'll come back with 8.5 to go in the first half. Jumper just with the toes on the line from Cammie Anderson. Shot no good as a foul after the rebound from Rutten.
I disagree with that one. She got the all ball there. But when you swat, come down with the hand, it's typically called a foul.
Emma Sky with her second foul. 2 free throws also coming up here for Lauren Rutten. Her first is good. Cuts the lead down to a 1-possession deficit at 13-10.
I think it's Livy Lorber at the line.
Second free throw from Lorber on the way is no good as Sky comes down with the rebound. Ella Jansen gets the outlet pass, works it right side, back up top now for Abby Palm. Hesitates from the left elbow, stops, fires a shot, wide of the mark. Rebound down to Livy Lorber, and a foul call down on the floor. We'll make it 17 fouls, as we will get also 1 and 1 with that being into the bonus. That's actually the 8th team foul. Camille Peranto will get her first. So we'll get a 1 and 1 here. 13-10 right now the score. 8:18 to go. First of the front end of the free throws unfortunately does not go for the Cardinals, but Gobblers touch it last as it goes out of bounds. Gobblers will get it offensively, or excuse me, Cardinals will get it offensively after the inbound, as it'll be an opportunity now, 13-12, I should say, as the Gobblers do hold on to that 1-point advantage as we get a travel called against Ella Jansen. Exactly 8 minutes to go here in this first half. And that was also for the Gobblers, or excuse me, for the Cardinals. Addison Lorber now with 9 points.
Called a jump ball on the shot there.
Interesting.
Or a travel, I should say. Coach Ream was arguing that should have been a jump ball.
Down low. Lorber gets the inside edge, can't get it to fully go through as foul called after the loose ball, it looks like, as the Gobblers get it right back. I believe this one will go to number 20, Livy Lorber, who's got a foul tonight.
First one, yeah.
First one for her, and fourth, I should say, for the Staples-Motley Cardinals, as a little bit of twisting all the way around as Camille Peranto will be called for a travel. 7:25 to go.
That's a tough call. I mean, there was hands all over her wrists and stuff, and then he calls her for a travel. Oof, tough call.
13-12 our score. Gobblers ahead by 1 with 7:21 to go here in the first half. Across half court, now comes the likes of Lauren Rutten, hands it off now to number 1 and Mandy Carter, who goes to Afton Robinson, gets the inside edge and scoots her way to the basket, rolls it up and in for 2, and the Cardinals take the lead at 14-13. Come back offensively for the Gobblers. Works it left side. Now Emma Jacobson into the ball game. Fed inside Camille Peranto. High awkward shot. Hits off the top of the backboard, but it'll land in the hands of Livy Lorber. Lorber will take it up to the front court. Now hands it off to number 5 and Addison Lorber, as we'll get a 1 and 1 as a foul called against the Gobblers and Ray Nyberg as well.
Ray's got to understand she's got 2 fouls and then picks up her third there.
That is number 3.
6 to play in the first half.
Ray's going to check out along with Jilly Klein. Brings in Emma Sky, and also seeing Sarah Thompson in as well. As we'll see, front end of 2, now guaranteed 2 free throws. As it is now, Addison Lorber at the line, knocks down the front end of that 1-1, and now get the second one on its way, and good. 16-13. Excuse me. Yeah, 16-13, that's what the score is now on our scoreboard, and the Aitkin Health Services, Brando Motors of Aitkin scoreboard. Gobblers with Abby Palm firing up a jumper, gets it to go.
Good take by Abby. Come off the screen and stop and pop.
Left side pass now into the left corner, just inside the arc. Getting a rebound is number 11, Ashley Robin, and we get a foul called. No continuation on the shot, as it looks like just heading the line. It will be. That's going to be the 10th foul, so it is going to be 2 no matter what. Sarah Thompson with her first, team's 10th of the half, with 6:20 to go in the first half. Front end of the 2 guaranteed, no good from Robin. Second free throw coming up here momentarily from her, no good. Fight for the rebound as Sky comes out with it, as Ashley Robin makes 1 of 2 at the line, tied at 16 apiece. Excuse me, make that 17-16 the score should be, as the free throw credited to the other side. Now we get Gobblers on the offensive end. Emma Jacobson with a board. Now works it back left side to Sarah Thompson. Thompson back up top to Abby Palm. Palm looks through the defense, try and find something down in the middle. Now gets it right corner. Jacobson for a deep 2 with her toes on the line. Rebound down to Abby Palm, creating an offensive chance now for the Gobblers. Left side for Sarah Thompson. Thompson loses the handle, but will fire up a jumper. Tries to bank it in, nowhere to go, as it kicks right into the hands of number 23 and Lauren Rutten. Rutten unable to get anything offensively as it rolls out of bounds, but last touch. And I believe a foul called as well, as heading the line will be number 23 and Lauren Rutten.
The boys updated was 23-23 before the screen locked up.
5:31 to go in our first half. Now 17-15 is the first from number 23, Lauren Rutten. Will get the second free throw up and good as well. Substitution in for the Gobblers. Eiley Cullum checking in for the first time tonight. 5:31 to go. 18-15 the score. Bounce pass to Emma Sky at the right elbow as she's fouled on her way. Just to be a foul on the floor. 5th foul of the half for the Gobblers, or excuse me, for the Cardinals, I should say. And it'll be to number 11, Ashley Robin. Her second, as the foul on the shot will get to the free throw line for Sarah Thompson. Gobblers trying to carve into the lead deficit, I should say. So also the foul going to number 23, Lauren Rutten. First free throw no good from Sarah Thompson. Still 3-point deficit. Halftime score as well that we have over on Cash 95. Pillager at Piers. Second free throw is good. Cuts it down to a 2-point deficit as Thompson makes 1 of 2. Cross-court pass. Now right side jumper, good. On the other end for Afton Robinson. Quick jumper on the way, and it goes in for the Cardinals. Up by 4 now at 20-16. 5:05 to play in the first half. Looking to the right side. Jansen, a jumper. No good from the right corner on the 3. Goes off the leg of number 5 for the Gobblers and Sarah Thompson, but they get the ball right back. Under 5 to go in the first half, 16-20 the score. Jumper on the way for 3 and good for Addison Lorber. It's a 7-point lead now for the Cardinals. 4.5 to go. Right side on the deep 2 on the way from number 5 and Sarah Thompson. Fight for the rebound goes to number 23 and Lauren Rutten. Rutten will take her time across half court, fires it over to Afton Robinson for a 3 off the side of the rim, no good. Getting the rebound, Addison Lorber will get a jump ball as the ball will stay with the Cardinals, but they will lose the possession arrow. 4:16 to go.
"13 rebounds so far for the Staples Cardinals and 15 for the Gobblers."
Jumper off the left side near the corner for number 1, Mandy Carter, no good, but a rebound down to the Gobblers. I believe it was Emma Skye with the board. Sarah Thompson going to fire a 2 the other way, gets it to
Actually,
go.
they called it a 3.
Wow, called it a 3 there. Thought maybe the toes were on the line.
I would agree with you on that, but we'll take it.
Absolutely. Gobblers down by 4. 3 the other way, wide of the mark as it lands in the hands of Camille Peranto. Ball the other way. Gobblers a 3 right corner from Jansen. No go. We get a foul down on the floor. As this one going to be called against, I believe, Camille. As we will get free throws coming back the other side. Peranto will get her second and also will send to the line. I believe Afton Robinson. Yes, it will be Robinson heading to the free throw line. 23-19, 3.5 to go until halftime. First free throw from her, no good. We'll get the second one. Gobblers giving up the bonus early, now double bonus here in this first half. Second free throw is good. As we get a stoppage here. Looks like an injury. Nope, and just needed a second, it looks like. Three and a half to go until halftime. 24-19 our score here on the Brandel Motors of Aitkin and Aitkin Health Services scoreboards as a pass looking from Emma Skye to Camille Peranto. Miscommunication on the pass as it goes out of bounds near the student section.
6 turnover for the Gobblers, 2 so far for Staples.
24-19, Gobblers do trail. Opened up the game with a sizable lead, but have had some troubles in the later moments here of this first half as Ella Jansen gets a steal down the length of the floor into the right corner, takes it herself. Cross-court heave for Sarah Thompson. Loose ball out on the floor as the Gobblers and the Cardinals fight for it. Jump ball will stay with the Gobblers and keep them going. 3:05 to go here until halftime. 5-point lead. Abby Palm from the top of the circle. Left side now to Sarah Thompson. Thompson looks for a penetrating pass inside as we will throw up an awkward shot, and it will not go as coming down with it is going to be Livy Lorber.
Lorber's 5th rebound.
Lorber will take it herself from the free throw line. A right-handed shot lays it up and in for 2. And we'll make it 26-19 with 2.5 until halftime. Abby Palm, right side, looks for that pass down in the corner for Jansen, who's going to hit the 3 for the Gobblers. And a timeout taken by the Gobblers. 2:26 to go until halftime. It is 26-22 our score here on the Gobbler and YourLiveEvent.com.
Aitkin Gobblers Action with Your Live Event is made possible by the advertising businesses you see throughout this broadcast. They help ensure that we can bring you the coverage at the best price, free. Please thank and support our sponsoring businesses. If you own a business or your organization wants to reach the listeners and viewers of Your Live Event and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, go to YourLiveEvent.com and click Advertise or contact one of the offices in Brainerd or Aitkin. Enjoy the broadcast.
Just a quick Riverwood Healthcare Center timeout taken here on the Gobbler as well as YourLiveEvent.com as we have 2:26 to go until halftime. 26-22, Gobblers do trail here on Homegrown Local Radio. Girls basketball, that is. A foul called against the Gobblers. That is going to be against Sarah Thompson. Sarah Thompson with her third already here of the half. Have her down for 3. 2:21 to go. Afton Robinson at the line knocks down the front end of 2 guaranteed. Gobblers did get into 10-plus fouls with about 6 minutes left here this first half. Second free throw from Robinson, no good. Long rebound down to Sarah Thompson. She'll take it herself. Takes it across half court, working it to the right side. Penetrating pass back out for Jansen for a 3, no good. Thompson gets the rebound back out to Ella once again. Looks to drive, skips it down low to Camille Peranto as we get a foul called against Camille Peranto, and looks like we'll get ourselves a 1-and-1 for the Gobblers as the foul goes against number 23. And that will be Lauren Rutten, and that'll be her second. One and one for Camille Peranto at the line. Gobblers down 27-22. First free throw is no good. It's a loose rebound down on the floor. Coming out with it, Afton Robinson will get it across half court now for the Cardinals as they hold that 5-point lead with 2 to go in the first half. Down low pass as it'll be Ella Jansen trying to get it out, but it will go back to the Cardinals. Inbound to left of the basket now as Jilly Klein tries to strip it away, but it goes out of bounds off her tip and will stay with the Cardinals with a minute 54 to go. Inbound will be to Cammie Anderson, from Anderson to Rutten. Cross-court pass to Afton Robinson. Robinson, cross-court pass once again, will go almost taken away by Ella Jansen. No, they're going to say it was tipped off of
Ella, then off of the Staples player.
Looks like Livy Lorber was the last one to touch it before it goes out of bounds. Abby Palm takes that inbound from Jansen across half court, looking towards the top of the key. She will be to the right side, a screen from Peranto into the corner now for Jansen. Down low to Peranto. Works right and left-handed shot off the roll and gets it to fall.
Great left hand from Camille there.
Gobblers down by 3 now. Back the other way, throwing up a layup is Lauren Rutten. Now back up to 5, the lead at 29-24. With a minute 13 to go until halftime. Loose ball as a foul called as Abby Palm goes down the floor.
Got tripped on her way through. I didn't know if he was going to catch that, but.
Foul called against
Rutten, I think.
Yeah, Lauren Rutten. She's now at 3 here this half. With a minute 9 to go. Front end of the 1-and-1 for Abby Palm is good. As Abby Palm will get the first points of the night for Abby. Second free throw from her is also good. 29-26.
They have it wrong up there. Abby's got 4 points tonight.
4 points tonight.
Yep.
They'll add to it at some point here. As a layup on the other end of the floor there for Addison Lorber is good. 26-31, Gobblers trail with under a minute to go until halftime. Right side for Ella Jansen. Jansen will keep it herself, fires up a 3, good for Ella Jansen. Cuts it down to a 2-point deficit, 31-29. 37 seconds to go. Livy Lorber with the left hand. Might have walked it through the lane as we will get bodies flying everywhere, even though the jump ball might have been between 2 teammates there. Between Peranto and Klein, there was a white shirt in there at some point for the Cardinals, but the possession arrow will say to the Cardinals with 31 seconds to go. Inbound to the right corner now, back out to Livy Lorber for a 3, no good. Rebound down to Camille Peranto. Try to throw a stretch pass out to Jilly Klein and turns it over. 23.7 seconds to go. No tip on the way out, but the Gobblers surrender the possession with 23 seconds to go. Right to Addison Lorber, turned over on the other end of the floor. Gobblers try to come out with it as a Gobbler player down out on the court as they fight for the loose ball. As now we get to some sort of semblance of what's happening here for the Gobblers. We get a stoppage here out on the floor as with 8 seconds to go until halftime. Medical team out on the onto the court, I should say. 31-29 our score. 8 seconds to go until halftime. So we get a chance here to get a look at our out-of-town scoreboard. Halftime updates. Over on Real Country 94.3, Mille Lacs Raiders on top at halftime against the Hill City Hornets. 32-29 as Ella Jansen back up onto the court and off the floor under her own accord.
It's good to see.
Yes, very much so. 8 seconds to go here until halftime. Gobblers do have the basketball with a chance to at least try and tie the game in these final moments, but will be without Ella Jansen here in these final moments. Jilly Klein to Abby Palm. Right side, step back, three-pointer on the way, off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound down to Addison Lorber. Ball loose out on the floor, and shot will not count as they will go into the halftime locker room. 31-29 our halftime score. Gobblers down by 2. We'll step aside here for a break, get a look here at that out-of-town scoreboard. First half numbers and much more still coming up here as the Gobblers trail by 2 against Staples-Motley on the Gobbler, as well as yourliveevent.com.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. On the Bud Light main stage, hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kix, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
This is Jim Berkemeyer, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butchert Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. Hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kix, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
When you need heating, cooling, refrigeration, or plumbing work, call McGuire Mechanical. They provide quality and timely service for repairs and new construction with residential homes and commercial businesses. When you need the service of heating, cooling, refrigeration, or plumbing, call McGuire Mechanical, 218-927-5400. Serving the Aitkin, Crow Wing counties, and surrounding areas since 2004. Rely on McGuire Mechanical. Welcome.
Our operations team and line crews work as quickly and as safely as possible to get the lights back on. If you experience an outage, make sure to report it by calling our office or by using the Smart Hub app. Please keep a safe distance from any damaged power lines. Always assume they are charged and dangerous. Mille Lacs Energy Cooperative cares about you and your safety.
Welcome back here to Aitkin High School tonight here on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930 FM translator 103.1. For those also tuning in to yourliveevent.com with the video broadcast here tonight. Gobblers down at halftime, 31-29 against the Staples-Motley Cardinals. The Gobblers did have advantages in that first half, did have a sizable lead early on. Shots were going down for them early, but we'll talk more with our bookkeeper, Jeremy Jansen, before too long here. But looking at some of our other out-of-town scores here at halftime, as it was halftime score over on Real Country 94.3. Mille Lacs leads Hill City 32-29 at the half on Real Country 94.3. That and boys high school basketball. Pine River Bacchus is up on Red Lake 34-22 at the half as well, while Pillager is up on Pierce 39-38 at halftime as well. That one in also boys high school basketball here this evening. Paul Voljoen alongside with Jeremy Jansen here. And Jeremy, in this first half of basketball, 31-29. Gobblers had the early advantage, but a few costly mistakes and just empty possessions really spelt the later goings of that first half for them.
Yeah, we tried to force some passes inside, and they got some good hands on it, and were able to deflect it, turn the Gobblers over. I have Gobblers for 7 turnovers, 3 for the Cardinals. Rebounds are about even, 16-15, and so the score reflects that, 31-29 for the Cardinals. So
right now, currently sitting 31-29, our halftime score. We'll step aside here for a break. More with the second half adjustments coming up here, and of course, we'll keep you up to date as well with our out-of-town scoreboard, as most of those games on the other station, the Homegrown Local Radio, well into the second half here this evening, as the Aitkin Gobblers trail 31-29 here on the Gobbler, as well as yourliveevent.com.
Formed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Aitkin Gobblers Action with your live event is made possible by the advertising businesses you see throughout this broadcast. They help ensure that we can bring you the coverage at the best price, free. Please thank and support our sponsoring businesses. If you own a business or your organization wants to reach the listeners and viewers of your live event and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise or contact one of the offices in Brainerd or Aitkin. Enjoy the broadcast.
Coming June
between the 40 Club and the Landing. February Quarterbacks Club meeting will be at the 40 Club. Hope to see you there.
Right now with our halftime score here on the Gobbler, KKIN AM 930, FM translator 103.1. Staples-Motley on top of your Aitkin Gobbler girls basketball team, 31-29. And how's that boys score looking so far, Jeremy?
I wish I could tell you the glitch in the system here. Last update I had was 40-37 Staples.
Okay.
So
we'll keep an eye on that score. Hopefully those glitches in the score will certainly make it happen as well here on Homegrown Local Radio. And again, with our halftime score as well, 31-29. And Jeremy, looking here at some second half adjustments for the Gobblers especially. A lot of empty possessions, but looking at some of the numbers too, the rebounding has got to be fairly even thus far.
It is. The difference is they shot 15 free throws because we were in the double bonus so early, right. And we got to stay on the lazy fouls, not moving your feet, the hand check type stuff. You got to move your feet, play defense, and work hard. So, that's the difference in the game thus far.
And of course, we have our halftime score 31-29. We'll take a quick one more break here before we get you to the second half. Gobblers down 31-29 here on the Gobbler, as well as yourliveevent.com here this evening.
At Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. On the Bud Light main stage, hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kix, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
J Broadcasting Incorporated, we inspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage of the Aitkin Gobblers, thank the sponsoring businesses UC Advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise to get in contact. That's yourliveevent.com.
Cooperative cares about you and your home's energy efficiency.
Welcome back here on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1. And for those also tuning in at yourliveevent.com. Moments away here from the start of our second half as the Gobblers trail by 2, 31-29. We'll get the same starting five for both the Gobblers and the Cardinals open in the second half as well. That last little scuffle for the likes of Ella Jansen. She seems to be good to go here for the start of the second half. Fresh 18 minutes on the Brandel Motors of Aitkin and Aitkin Health Services scoreboards here tonight from Aitkin High School. Paul Vold joined alongside Jeremy Jansen from the Cub Foods Brainerd Baxter radio booth. Gobblers will start off the second half with the basketball at Albie Palm from the top of the circle. Works it right side on the elbow, dishing it back out. Now we'll go to the Palm from Jilly Klein. Palm looks to drive. She'll kick it back out now to Klein once again. To Palm at the top of the circle, dribbling her way before she picks it up. And we'll go back towards the left for Jilly Klein. Into Emma Sky. Double team on her. Right-handed hook shot. No good. Gets her own rebound. Try to follow through. Hook on the arm. Now dish back out. Might have been a little bit of arm play there from the Cardinals, but no call on the other side as the Cardinals come out with it loose out on the floor. Gobblers steal it right back as Ray Nyberg rolls it right over to Jilly Klein.
Good hustle play.
Fed inside, tried to find Emma Sky, but mistimed on the communication there as it'll be number 5, Addison Lorber, rolling it all the way down the other length of the floor. 33-29, Gobblers do trail. First points of the second half belong to the Cardinals. It'll go back to Jilly Klein near the top of the circle, right to Abby Palm now, who is at the top of the key, right side 4. No, back towards the left, I should say, for Jilly Klein. Klein out on the wing, looks for a pass to get somewhere near the paint. Now to Ella Jansen, top of the right side. Surveying what the defense is giving her, and we'll go back to Abby Palm near the top of the key as Palm looks to drive, dish back out now to Klein. Klein, right side, Jansen for a 3, no good. Rebound into the hands of Ray Nyberg before she gets it right back to Ella Jansen. Jansen kicks it back out to Ray near the right corner to Abby Palm now. 16-18 to play here in the second half. Ray Nyberg forces her way in, tries to throw up a shot, no good. Ray gets her own rebound, turnaround shot, basket will not count, but she is fouled on her way to the basket. First foul of the second half belongs to the Cardinals. Mandy Carter with her second, and will also get 2 free throws for Ray Nyberg as well. First free throw from Ray, no good. Gobblers still trail by 4. 33-29. The score. Only points of the second half scored so far from Addison Lorber. And we'll get the first points in the second half for Aitkin as the second free throw from Nyberg is good. Down to a 3-point deficit again, 33-30.
Ray 3 for 4 at the line tonight.
Cross-court pass now for number 11 and Ashley Robin from Afton Robinson. Inside now for Lorber. Ball tipped out of the air by a couple of Gobblers, but coming down with it was Ella Jansen. She'll drive right side down along the baseline. Kicks it back out for Jill Klein. Klein, cross-court pass at the left elbow now for Ray Nyberg. Throws up a shot off the back of the iron. No good. Fight for the rebound down on the floor. And it's going to be the Cardinals coming out with it. Stretch it out to number 23 and Lauren Rutten. Loses the handle just outside the paint. Kicks it back out. Lorber for a three. No good as Emma Sky comes down with the rebound to Ella Jansen across half court. Jansen left side now for Jilly Klein. Klein pass inside, turnaround shot from Emma Sky is good. Gobblers get the benefit of a Cardinal player just losing her footing down low in the post as Emma Sky just turned around and threw up a shot right at the basket. Down by one is Aitkin at 33-32. Lorber, underhand pass and a travel called. Turnover by the Cardinals. 15:04 to play in this second half. Gobblers down by one. Coming across half court will be Abby Palm. Palm at the top of the circle, works it right side now. Fires up a shot just inside the perimeter, no good. Fight for the rebound for Ray Nyberg. Put back, and the Gobblers are ahead now with the shot from Ray Nyberg, 34-33.
Ray being big on the boards early. 2 offensive rebounds in the last 2 possessions.
Addison Lorber through the paint, throws up a wild shot, basket counts, and she is fouled. Addison Lorber will head her way to the free throw line for an and one. Foul goes against, that's Ray Nyberg too, with her 4th foul with 14 and a half to go in this ball game. And one free throw, no good. A rebound down to Emma Sky. Sky will get it too. Abby Palm, she stretches it out to Jill Klein, right corner now for the likes of Ray Nyberg as she'll go off the glass and finish the shot. Stolen away, the inbound from Jilly Klein to Ella Jansen. Jansen, as we get a stoppage here out on the floor on a timeout? No timeout called, as initially thought the official thought Coach Ream called the timeout. I guess it kind of
worked out.
it did kind of work out because Ray Nyberg was supposed to be checked in for, but that free throw was missed on the front end as Ella Jansen for a three, no good. Rebounded down to Afton Robinson. Gets it out to Ashley Robin to the front court now for the Cardinals. Weak side up off the window. Easy bucket there for Mandy Carter to make it 37-36. We go back and forth here with leads and deficits for each side. Jilly Klein hesitates from the left wing. Looks for somewhere to go with it. Back up top now for Abby Palm. Right side for Ella Jansen. Down along the baseline. Up and under basket. Can't get it to go as Emma Sky comes out with it. Pushes her way through. Rejected on the shot. Fight for the rebound still. And we get a foul called as opposed to a tie-up. As it'll go against the Gobblers, unfortunately. It looks like Emma Sky will get her foul.
Yeah,
her third.
Yep.
As we will see, 13 and a half to go. Gobblers trail 37-36. To number 5, Addison Lorber going to fire a 2, and her shot no good. A rebound still loose for her down along the baseline. And
I think she stepped on a bounds when she made contact with the ball.
There we go. Turnover aside, now back to the Gobblers with the basketball. 37-36, they trail. It will be Abby Palm to bring it across half court for the Gobblers. Left side for Jilly Klein at the free throw circle. Back to Palm near the top of the key. Gets a screen from Paranto. Down into the right wing now. Back up top for Jilly Klein. Left side. Jan's going to fire off a 3. Rattles around, nowhere to go as it doesn't go in, but rebounded down to the Cardinals. Stretch pass left alone. Robin going to lay one in. Real nice and easy. 39-36 Gobblers trail with under 13 to play. Jansen across half court to Jilly Klein. Fakes inside the arc to Emma Sky. Sky loses the handle, regains it, fight for it as we get a tie up on the jump ball. Possession arrow says Cardinals. As we get a couple of Cardinals to check in.
A while ago I had an update, 42-42 with 6 minutes to play.
Ooh, a tight one down there. 4-game win streak for the Gobbler boys in Staples tonight. Loose ball now collected by Ashley Robin. Cross-court pass to Afton Robinson. Skipped inside Livy Lorber. Now back out Afton for a 3 off the side of the rim. No good. Abby Palm will get the rebound. Loose ball collected by Emma Sky. Tipped it out of her own teammate's hands, but Abby gets it right back. Try to force a pass inside, did Palm, stretching out for number 23, Lauren Rutten. It's stolen away by Abby Palm. Numbers the other way. Stretch pass out to Emma Sky. Can't get the shot to fall in, but free throws coming up as Emma Sky was left all alone.
I think that pass comes up a little bit sooner. It's a much easier bucket there.
Jill Klein threw everything she could into the pass, but just a hair behind it. As Emma Sky, first free throw from her, no good. With 12:10 to play, 39-36. 12:10 to go until completion of regulation. Second free throw is good from Emma Sky. 39-37 the score. Final score already tonight with Pine River Bacchus and Red Lake boys basketball. Get that score here as Livy Lorber fires a 3 short of the mark and out. 66-55 that final score. With that contest going final on yourliveevent.com.
Did you say there was an update on the Piers Pillager game?
Yeah, there was a halftime score. That's the most recent one I have. It was a 1-point lead for one of those two teams. The Gobblers come out with the loose basketball and unable to get the shot to fall in as Emma Sky fights for a rebound. Camille Peranto comes out with it, and we do get the timeout before the foul was called. As that halftime score, 39-38 Pillager on top at halftime against the likes of Piers and Pillager.
Well, would you say 38?
39-38.
Got it.
Yep. Just a quick 30-second timeout here on Homegrown Local Radio and yourliveevent.com. Here at Riverwood Healthcare Center timeout on the Brandel Motors of Aitkin and Aitkin Health Services scoreboards. Gobblers trailing by 2, but even with the deficit that they faced of 5-6 points here in this second half, keeping things close, but again, both teams aside, creating more chances for the other team to capitalize on than their own chances so far.
Right. A couple fast break opportunities for both teams, and so run the offense here and don't force passes.
Gobblers with the possession of the basketball after the timeout called by Coach Mike Ream. In for the inbound as Emma Sky will finish it after initial miss on the shot, but ties it up at 39 apiece. Back out left side now. Livy Lorber, top of the key for the Cardinals. Loses the basketball but regains. Eiley Cullum checking back in. Watches Lorber go by. Ball falls out of her hand and Eiley Cullum comes out with it for the Gobblers with 11 minutes to play. Looking for the pass to the right side now for the likes of the Gobblers. Left corner 3 from Ella Jansen. No good. Rebound down to Camille Peranto. Banks it up off the glass and in. Gobblers take the lead.
Great weak side rebound again by Camille. In position, playing position basketball. And they must have inbounded the ball.
They must have inbounded the ball over and back, they're going to say. And we'll go right back to the Gobblers. 41 to 39, Aitkin with the advantage. Inbound now to Emma Sky, tipped out of the air, but stretching it out the length of the floor. Lauren Rutten will throw up a shot and rolls right in. 41 to 41 the score. Ella Jansen skips it back up top now for Abby Palm. Gets a screen, fires a shot inside the perimeter, high off the backboard, and lands in the hands of Livy Lorber, trying to fight her way out of a double team, but stepped away as last touch by Eiley Cullum, and we'll go back to the Cardinals of Staples-Motley. 10:33 to play in our ball game here from Aitkin High School. Right side now for the Gobblers, I should say for the Cardinals. 3 from No good from Lauren Rutten. Coming down to Ella Jansen. Jansen takes the length of the floor, throws up the shot. Too strong off the backboard. Rolls right in the hands now of Cammie Anderson. Anderson will take it herself across half court. Screen blocking out Eiley Cullum. Livy Lorber, quick two for her outside the paint and gets it to go. Stoppage called here out on the floor. Technical foul will be assessed against the Gobblers, it looks like. Eiley Cullum look and or comments towards one of our officials, it seems. Eiley Cullum will be assessed a technical foul, as we'll get free throws, it looks like, at least for the Staples-Motley Cardinals. Something about this basketball season, Jeremy. I've seen more technical fouls called than I've ever seen in my entire broadcasting career.
2 last night.
2 last night, yes. That's the most I've seen in one game ever.
I think there should have been 3.
There should have definitely been in that game for the one last night. First free throw missed by number 5, Addison Lorber. 9:59 to go. Got a second technical free throw. Eiley Cullum will be assessed. That's her first, believe it or not, for Eiley. Or actually her second. Second. Now they put it up on the scoreboard. Second free throw is good from Addison Lorber. It's a 3-point lead, 44-41, as the Cardinals will also get the basketball back after the technical foul to Eiley Cullum. 2 fouls for her, 5 for the Gobblers here as we confirm things over. 41-44, that's the score that we have. 44-41, I should say. Now we get the correction on the scoreboard here at Aitkin High School. Under 10 to go. Inbound right now to number 23 and Lauren Rutten. Gets it right side now for Ashley Robin. Last touch by, it looks like Rutten, and that will go right back to the Gobblers. And
correct call there, a little tip off of there.
Gobblers facing a 3-point deficit. Bringing it across half court now will be Abby Palm. Palm works it right side now, gets a screen from Ray Nyberg. Tries to skip it down low to Ray. They will do just that. Losing the handle as it last touches and goes out of bounds after Ray lost the handle. And the Gobblers turn over the basketball.
11th turnover for the Gobblers. Staples with 9.
9.5 to go. 3 on the way. No good. Rebounded down to Ray Nyberg after the missed 3 from Lauren Rutten. Abby Palm will handle it across the timeline for the Gobblers. Works it to the free throw circle, back out. Thompson for a 3, no good. A rebound fought for. Livy Lorber comes down with it, and she'll take it herself across half court. Left side, just inside the arc for Rutten. Behind the back, weak side defensive pass now from Cammie Anderson. Can't get her shot to go. Gobblers get it with 9 to play. Ray Nyberg with the ball actually after the missed shot. Speaking of missed shot, Emma Jacobson unable to convert. Ball out on the floor now. The Cardinals come out with it once again. Livy Lorber fouled on her shot coming through. And this one will be, I believe, against Thompson. Sarah Thompson now with her 4th foul of the night. 2 free throws looks like as well for Livy Lorber. Misses the front end of 2. Final score over on Real Country 94-3. Hill City beats Mille Lacs 68-57. Big second half there for Hill City over the Mille Lacs Raiders. Looks like a timeout taken by the Gobblers. We'll take it with them as well. Gobblers trail by 3. 44-41, 8:45 to go here in the ball game on the Gobbler, as well as yourliveevent.com.
Aitkin Health Services is hiring additional nurses and CNAs. All new hires will receive a $4.75 per hour wage in addition to and above regular pay scale. Contact Aitkin Health Services to inquire on these positions or visit sfhs.hcshiring.com. St. Francis Health Services and Affiliates is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back here to Aitkin High School tonight on the Gobbler as well as yourliveevent.com. 44-41 our score here. As we do have an out-of-town scoreboard update as well over in Staples tonight. A tight one down the stretch, Jeremy.
47-45 Gobblers with a minute to play was the last update we had.
Gobblers will be in action, the boys, that is, tomorrow. We'll be right in action here from Aitkin High School against Duluth Marshall. And just a friendly programming note, we'll have that broadcast for you strictly on yourliveevent.com tomorrow as well. We've got lots going on at the stations. Got Minnesota Wild Hockey. They got a late one out west, but we just want to make sure that we've got the broadcast as well as that free throw. Second one from Livy Lorber is good, and we'll make it now 45-41 the score. So again, Gobbler boys will be in action against Duluth Marshall tomorrow afternoon. We'll have coverage of that one coming your way on yourliveevent.com. Penetrating pass looking for to Emma Sky, I should say, from Abby Palm, and we'll get the tie up, which will give it right back to the Cardinals.
Every time we bounce that ball in there, they collapse. There's four girls. We've got to look to be able to kick that ball as soon as it's in there.
Gobblers force a turnover at the free throw line to Abby Palm. Hesitates her shot as she throws it away on the pass, looking for Ella Jansen. And the Cardinals come out with it on the other end with 8 to go. Down low, Cammie Anderson shot denied. And it's going to be a fight for it down low. Last touch by a Cardinal. And we'll go right back to the Aitkin Gobblers, trailing 45-41 with 8 minutes to play. Couple more final scores rolling in. We're the last men standing as the three other contests on the airwaves have gone final tonight.
Yeah.
That'll happen, though.
Right.
That'll happen sometimes. We've got 8 minutes still to play here in this second half. Foul called. I believe that'll be against Cammie Anderson.
Yep, her first.
Her first. Team's third of the half. Final score, Piers over Pillager, 75-63. Big second half there for Piers as well. Foul called on the shot. Looks like Ray Nyberg's heading to the free throw line for the Gobblers. 45-41, Gobblers still trail. This one will go against number 5 and Addison Lorber. Team's fourth of the half, but 2 guaranteed for Ray Nyberg. First free throw from Ray is no good. 7:55 to go in regulation. Free throw coming up. Second one, that is, from Ray Nyberg. Good. Cuts the deficit down to a single possession at 45-42. Inbound quickly the other way. Can't get back defensively. Gobblers. Basket counts and a foul called as well against Ella Jansen, it looks like. And one free throw coming up for Afton Robinson. Jansen will get her foul assessed to her, her second. As the and one free throw, no good. A rebound down to Ray Nyberg. Outlets to Ella Jansen. Coming down the length of the floor will be Ella Jansen. Back to Ray Nyberg. Right elbow. Throws up a shot just outside the paint. Misses it. Gets the rebound. Basket counts. And she is fouled. Ray Nyberg. And we'll get Ray Nyberg back at the free throw line. Foul assessed to number 5. They're going to give that to Lorber. Free throw is good from Ray. 2-point deficit, 47-45 with 7.5 to go. Robinson down the length of the floor, left all alone, missed it. Opportunity left all alone underneath the basket was the Cardinal player. But Ella Jansen comes out with the loose ball to Emma Jacobson to Ray Nyberg down in the right wing. Now to Abby Palm, cross-court pass to Ella Jansen. Going to fire up a three. Good from Ella Jansen. Gobblers take the lead of 48-47. Loose ball handling it over and back against the Cardinals. Addison Lorber turns it over with 7:10 to go. Momentum shift to the Gobblers.
Got a final over in Staples for the boys, 51-46 Gobblers.
That makes it, what, now 4 in a row? Is that 4 in a row or is it 5? That's 5 in a row for Aitkin. They continue to improve as the late season moves along. Gobblers 3 from Jansen. Good good. Back-to-back threes from Ella Jansen. 51-47. Back defensively, Mandy Carter's shot, no good. Rebounded down to Abby Palm. Palm will take her time across half court. Works it over to left side. Fakes a three from the top of the circle to Ella Jansen. Loses the handle, but regains it now to Emma Jacobson. Skips it at the free throw line to Emma Sky, but ball loose out on the floor. Abby Palm trying to force the hand of Lauren Rutten. Rutten takes it herself, dishes it out, and a push called against the Gobblers.
It was a push, but it happened probably 30 feet before that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he calls it once she ran out of real estate there.
Mm-hmm.
So
foul goes to Abby Palm, and believe it or not, that's her first in the night.
Yep.
Sixth foul for the Gobblers this half. Camille Peranto in as Emma Sky checks out. Inbound to left of the basket, now left alone. Quick jumper from Robin, no good. Jansen with a rebound. Gives it up to Abby Palm across half court now with 6:13 to go. Kicking it back out. Jansen going to fire another three. No good. Rebounded down to Robin. That's going to be Ashley Robin, who gives it up to number 23, Lauren Rutten. Down low, losing the handle. Somehow stays with the Cardinals from Rutten in the paint. Now back out. Livy Lorber, her shot no good. A rebound loose, and we get bodies flying everywhere as Ray Nyberg will take it herself across half court from the free throw line. Cuts it right through the middle. Oh, shot too strong. Camille Peranto back out to Ella Jansen for a three. No good. Long rebound again, and last touch by the Gobblers, and will go to the Cardinals, and a timeout taken by Staples-Motley. 5.5 to go. Gobblers up by 4, 51-47 on the Gobbler, and yourliveevent.com.
Since 1938, purchasing a new Ford or pre-owned vehicle at Aitkin Motors. Another tradition that Aitkin Motors is proud of is supporting extracurricular activities for area students. Need an oil change or vehicle repair? Schedule an appointment with the Aitkin Motors Service Department. Tires? Check out the low price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors, family owned and operated, serving the area for over 84 years. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Welcome.
D1.
Riverwood Healthcare Center timeout called by the Staples-Motley Cardinals here on the Gobbler and yourliveevent.com. Gobblers up by 4, 51-47. We talked about it during the pregame show, Jeremy, that presence in the post was going to be paramount for the Gobblers tonight so far. Now up by 4. That's been a nice little pickup here in the last few minutes for the Gobblers.
Yeah, 25 points combined between Emma and Ray, and they're combined for 22 rebounds. So nice night for those girls.
5.5 to go. Gobblers up by 4. Left side now for the Cardinals. To Lauren Rutten down low. Afton Robinson tries to fight a pass off, but Abby Palm stripped away by Addison Lorber, and we'll get 2 free throws coming up for Lorber, it looks like, as she was fouled upon. Foul goes against Emma Sky. That's going to be foul number 4, so Ray, Sarah Thompson, and now Emma Sky all with 4 fouls in this ball game. First free throw from Lorber, no good. Gobblers get the benefit there with 5:15 to play.
Her 9th attempt, excuse me.
Second free throw from Lorber is good. Cuts it down now, 51-48, 5:15 to play on the Brando Motors of Aitkin Health Services scoreboards. Across half court now, working right side for Ella Jansen. Jansen's picked up a few shots as of late here in this second half, and most recent the last handful of minutes. Jilly Klein back into the ball game. She's at the top of the circle to Abby Palm. Back to Klein. Works his way a little bit closer towards that right side. Trying to shift the defense along, but Abby Palm down to the baseline. Back out to Jilly. Jill Klein with a right-handed shot. Throws up a one in the lane. Nowhere to go. Ball loose on the floor. Ella Jansen step back behind the arc for a three. No good. Rebounded down to number 2 and Afton Robinson across the timeline. Robinson will take her time as she surveys the defense, working it over left side now for number 23 and Lauren Rutten. Back to Robinson, dished back out to Ashley Robin. Jumper just outside the arc, and they are going to say just a 2. That was a deep 2 from the Cardinals.
Lauren Rutten.
Yep, Rutten gets the 2 to go, cuts it down to a 1-point deficit, 51-50. Offensively for the Gobblers, left side for Jill Klein. Klein looks to pass, tipped out of the air, but recovers as it was almost taken away. This time it will be taken away from Ashley Robin as Jill Klein went to the well one too many times. Try to force a pass inside to Emma Sky. Left alone, 3 on the way, wide of the mark there from the left corner, and Cammie Anderson. And the Gobblers get it right back with Jill Klein across half court. Now to Abby Palm at the top of the circle. Looks for that pass as Palm will take it to the right now. Gets a screen from Camille Peranto. Hesitates, right side, off the three-point line, but no good from Ella Jansen. Is stretched down the length of the floor, up and in, off the bank shot, and good for Afton Robinson. 52-51, the score with 3:19 to go. Across half court come the Gobblers. Right side, no, pass over to left now for Jill Klein. Klein, left side into the corner for Ella Jansen. She'll step back out, feeds a pass inside Emma Sky. Right-handed shot, make that the left hand on the turnaround, and she is fouled on her way to the basket. As Emma Sky will head to the line for 2 free throws on her shot. Afton Robinson called for her second. That's the first free throw from Emma Sky, no good. Gobblers still down by 1, 52-51. Ray Nyberg, Eiley Cullum checking in for Camille Peranto and Jilly Klein.
6th attempt for Emma tonight.
With 3:04 to play. Second free throw from Sky, no good. Rebounded down to number 11 in Ashley Robin. Robin across half court now for the Cardinals. Works it left side now for Addison Lorber. Loose ball on the floor, stripped away by Eiley Cullum. Bounces it off her own foot. And we are going to get a jump ball tie-up. Gobblers will get the basketball.
Good hustle play by Eiley.
2:50 to go here in the ball game. Gobblers down by 1 at 52-51. Inbound to Abby Palm at the top of the circle now. Left side for Ella Jansen with some space for a 3. Good for Ella Jansen. Makes it a 54-52 ball game. Gobblers are up by 2 with 2.5 to play. Shot through the lane, no good. Emma Sky with a rebound and a foul called. We'll get a 1-and-1 as Emma Sky will go to the line, it looks like, after getting the rebound.
Emma's 12th rebound tonight. Big night for Emma.
Absolutely. With 2.5 to play, Gobblers up by 2. And we'll also get the third foul for Afton Robinson. Robinson, Rutten, and Addison Lorber all with 3 fouls for the Cardinals. First end. And we'll get the second now after that made free throw from Emma Sky. 2.5 to play. Gobblers up by 3, 55-52. Second free throw from Emma Sky is good. 56-52, Gobblers up by 2 possessions. Right side, high pass from to Robin. Ball loose on the floor. Livy Lorber from the right elbow extended back to Robin. Dished right back to Lorber. Her shot fouled upon by, looks like that'll be
Eiley, I think, picking up her 3rd.
Eiley Cullum to get her 3rd. Team's 8th for the Gobblers. 2:17 to play. Livy Lorber at the line.
Guess if you're fouling somebody, I guess tonight would be Livy. She's 2 of 5.
This is the front end of the 2, and stoppage here. 56-52 the score. Second free throw on its way, and no good. Rebounded down to Emma Sky. We'll come back the other way with Ella Jansen from the left wing. Cross-court heave. Gets it over to Ray Nyberg. Back to Abby Palm. 2 minutes to go. 4-point lead. Jansen for a 3. No good. Sky gets a rebound, though. Keeps it to Eiley Cullum. Cullum will dish it back out to Jansen. Jansen looks to switch with Abby Palm. They will do so at the top of the circle. Working it towards the right side. Gets it back over to Ella Jansen to Abby Palm now, top of the right side, looking for a pass. Back to Jansen on the right wing. She'll switch with Palm. Will Ella at the top of the key. Right side now for the likes of Abby Palm to Ray Nyberg at the wing. Skip pass, right elbow, right-handed shot, no good. Long rebound, loose out on the floor from Emma Sky's jump shot, and we'll go back to the Staples-Motley Cardinals with under 90 seconds to go. It'll be Afton Robinson inside the perimeter. Back out now for number 23, Robinson inside, a three, no good. Rebound rattles around. It's picked up by Ashley Robin. Robin skips it to Addison Lorber, and a foul called, and that was outside the three-point arc, and that will be 3 free throws for Addison Lorber. Ella Jansen also picking up her 3rd foul in the process. Lorber at the line for 3 guaranteed free throws. First one is made. 56-53. A minute 10 left on that scoreboard. Second free throw from Lorber is good. 56-54. Again, a minute 10 to go on the Brandel Motors of Aitkin Health Services scoreboards. Third and final free throw for Lorber is made. 3 for 3. And a timeout taken on the scoreboard. The Aitkin Health Services and Brandel Motors of Aitkin scoreboard. Minute 10 to go here. We'll take a quick timeout here as well on the Gobbler, as well as yourliveevent.com.
Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
$56-55 our score here on the Brandel Motors of Aitkin Health Services scoreboards here on Homegrown Local Radio, as well as yourliveevent.com. Paul Vold, Jeremy Jansen this evening.
Down to the wire we come, Paul.
Down to the wire indeed, and we expected it to be this way with these two teams. And, well, the Gobblers looking to snap a large losing streak. Their final home game of the season, senior night, parents' night as well. They'd like to do just that with Ella Jansen inbounding to the left of the basket. Needs to get it in. She just will. No, she will not. Before the 5-second call turns it over. Gobblers unable to inbound the basketball before the 5-second call. It'll be Afton Robinson to inbound left side. 3 on the way for the Cardinals. No good. Long rebound picked up by Addison Lorber. Throws up an awkward shot. Last touch by a Gobbler, but it's going to be Emma Sky who comes out with it. Eiley Cullum loses the handle, regains it, now gets a clear pass over to Ray Nyberg. Out on the right wing to Abby Palm. 48 seconds ago, counting downward, a 1-point lead, 56-55. Right side now for Abby Palm, skips it over to Eiley Cullum. Cullum right in front of the Gobbler bench, plays keep away as we get a timeout. She stepped out of bounds. Gobblers turn over the basketball with 38 seconds to go. Staples-Motley has the ability to hold on for the final shot and sneak out of town with a victory if they so choose so. Back out, Robin, down low. Robinson throws a floater, weak side, not enough on it, as it'll be Eiley Cullum with the basketball, and a timeout taken by Coach Mike Green with 25.1 seconds to go. We'll just keep it right here, folks.
Eiley's first rebound of the night, but a big one.
A big one is certainly, to say the least, with Eiley Cullum also with 3 fouls. But the Gobblers holding on to that 1-point lead, 56-55. There were just a few ticks of the clock, 25 seconds remaining. Big thing for the Gobblers here, even when they do get it up to the front court, cannot turn it over or come up with an empty possession, I think.
You know what I dislike it, and most every team does it, you try to run the ball around until you get a foul, go to the line, but you just, so many passes, ultimately sometimes it turn the ball over. And so
Right.
I would rather just run an offensive play, get it down to your post who they can't stop right now and try to get Ray to the line, and maybe she gets an N1.
Gobblers have the lead, 56-51, a last man standing here on Homegrown Local Radio. And unfortunately as well, we're going to have to wrap up the broadcast as soon as the clock hits 000 for personal reasons here this evening. But we will be back in action tomorrow afternoon here on yourliveevent.com. But again, once that clock finishes here tonight, we'll finish things off here on Homegrown Local Radio as well as yourliveevent.com. Gobblers will inbound the basketball for Ella Jansen. Throws it, the deep ball to Ray Nyberg. Will roll it up off the glass and gets the shot to finish. Gobblers up by 3, 58-55 to the front court, 17 seconds to go. Addison Lorber going to fire a 3, no good. A rebound down to Ray Nyberg, a fight for it, but a foul called on the rebound. Gobblers will get the shot, will not get the rebound, but they do get free throws, it looks like here, as it is a 1-and-1, the 8th foul.
I think coming out of that timeout, Ray and Ella had a little conversation that said, hey, if we're in trouble down here, just go deep, I'm going to hit you, and it worked out.
It certainly did, as Ray Nyberg gets the Gobblers up now by 3, 58-55. Ray Nyberg at the free throw line. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good. 59-55 as Ray Nyberg gets patted on the back from the two deep teammates, as now Coach Ream calls off everybody to play back with 11.9 seconds to go. Only white shirts surround Ray Nyberg. 11.9 seconds to go. Free throw from Ray Nyberg is good. 60-55 the score. To the front court for the Staples-Motley Cardinals. It's going to be a 3 from Lauren Rutten off the back of the iron, no good. With 5 seconds, Abby Palm will get the rebound, and we'll hang on to it for one more second. Gobbler girls snap a 13-game losing streak and win on senior night here from Aitkin High School's gymnasium tonight. Gobblers win 60-55, our final score, Jeremy.
Great game. Great game.
Absolutely. Final home game of the season. Jill Klein, Ray Nyberg, Sophie Snyder, walk-away winners off their home floor here this evening.
Well played basketball game, both teams. Pretty equal in rebounds, equal in turnovers. Just ultimately a little more grit at the end for the Gobblers there. So,
Gobblers victorious here this evening on yourliveevent.com, as well as the Gobbler, KKIN AM 930 FM 103.1. And again, we did mention it here briefly as well. We do have to wrap up the broadcast here this evening, personal reasons as well. That's going to force us to step away here for the night as well. We do appreciate everybody for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. Unfortunately, big game, big win of the season for the Gobblers. We won't be able to speak with our coaches or any of our players here this evening, but we certainly will do the best to do that, hopefully coming up next week here with postseason basketball as well. Section 7 2A tournament action coming up next week here with the Gobbler girls. And, well, can't believe we're already wrapping up the regular season, Jeremy, and already into the postseason as well.
Isn't that something?
It's just crazy. But a friendly programming reminder as well, Gobblers will be in action, boys that is, after a victory tonight down at Staples-Motley. They are going to be in action tomorrow afternoon. That's scheduled for about 2:15. Tip-off will have coverage starting at 1:55, strictly on yourliveevent.com. Again, strictly yourliveevent.com for the Gobbler boys taking on Duluth Marshall in the Hilltoppers. Well, big thank you to everybody for tuning into tonight. Big thank you to both head coaches from Aitkin and for Staples-Motley for tuning in and joining us here on the pre and the post game shows as well. Unfortunately, we don't have much of a post game show, but the Gobblers victorious 60-55, snapping a 13-game losing streak here on the Gobbler, as well as yourliveevent.com. So for Jeremy Jansen tonight, I'm Paul Vold, thanking you so much for tuning in tonight's broadcast. Be sure to stay up to date with sports scores, schedules, broadcast times, all at rjbroadcasting.com. This has been a proud presentation of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated here in the Brainerd Lakes area, and for those also tuning in to yourliveevent.com. Thank you so much for tuning in to tonight. You have a wonderful rest of your Friday night. Thanks so much for tuning in. You have a wonderful rest of your Friday night. Have a great weekend. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you next time, everybody.